These other ones, now let's go back a little ways. Aston, when we first was introduced to him, he had long, greasy hair, filthy, dirty, because he never took a bath and he never took a shower and never washed that mop of his. And I feel like I've done him some good because I pointed that out to him. And you know what he did, guys? He cut his hair. He cleaned up, yeah. And of course, I noticed his teeth was all rotted, so I said something to him. Better get to a dentist about them teeth. Of course, he didn't. He just continued, them crooked teeth he had, just continued to, shovel it in until them teeth all rotted out. And now he's got a whole mouthful of rotted teeth, just like his daddy did. And let's talk about his daddy. So his daddy, he's a fat, slimy piece of junk too. Like father, like son, they're both slimy. And they go around and they cheat people, and they cheat people out of money. Yeah, that's what they do. They even cheated their own cousin. Their cousin had a couple Valiants, and they wanted the engine swapped over into one. And so they swapped it over all right. No, they didn't. They cheated their own cousin, and of course the cousin is so pissed off at him, won't talk to him anymore. And that's what kind of people they are. They're cheats, they're robbers, they're thieves, they're crooks, they're liars. They're all on drugs, I think, too. I think the other set is on, too. Now, my brother now, he's in with them all. So, hey, he's the one that stole the family fortune. He's the one that stole from his mother. He's the one that stole. People are still trying to say it was me. No. He changed the will. So he cheated actually his own nephews out of millions of dollars. He cheated his own nephew. The will was done. It was written by my mother. My father had he had dementia. He had something they called sundowners, but it was dementia is what he had. So, and I think he had Parkinson's too. But anyways, my dad didn't know where he was coming or going. He didn't know what he was doing half the time. When he was told that my brother and my sister was throwing all his personal artifacts out of the house and into the trash, he told me and he told my son, both of us, he said, get a gun and shoot the bastard. Yeah, his own son. Of course, we found out, and they didn't talk about it. Mom, Dad didn't talk about it, but, it was the same mom that I had, with my brother, but it was a different dad. His dad was Glenn Hoffmeister. And I remember as a kid growing up, this guy started coming around. And I didn't ask anything, I just, mom and dad are mom and dad. I didn't ask what was going on. And what it was, mom and dad weren't getting along. So they had separate, open relationships. They had separate relationships while they were still married. So mom started hooking up with this guy called Glenn Hoffmeister.